A few positive lines were written in today's match report, but judging by post-match here, you see things quite a bit differently.
Yeah, if we're going to have the season that we believe we can have, we've got to get the fundamentals right, Chris. And although there was some decent moments out there, there was just too much of not doing what we did last year off the ball as a collective, and also some sloppy errors that gave them a bit of belief when they had no reason to. So those things need to be ironed out, and so that's what we've been talking about in there. Is just, we've got to remember why we only lost 6 games out of 21 last year, and the whole point was to build on from that. To build on from that, and today we didn't do well enough off the ball.
You've been through a few difficult times already, though, in your brief managerial career, and we bounced back from them. Is there enough there to suggest that come next week you can iron out these?
Oh, definitely. It's not about, it's just looking at us. I thought we were well in control at first 20-25 minutes. Then, by being sloppy and being too comfortable, we've given them some belief. And then, we had a really, really poor 15 minutes in there where people aren't doing their jobs, and that might sound unsexy sometimes to younger players, but you have to do your jobs. Fundamentally, you've got to do your jobs. You've got to pick up second balls. You've got to get the right side of people. You've got to stop them playing through you, and then your talent will look after itself. And we didn't get enough of that right. And although there were some good moments in the second half going forward, but then fundamentally you still got to get people in key areas. Most goals in this league, in most leagues, are scored in the penalty area. So if you're not getting enough people in there and creating a little bit of chaos, etc., then you won't score goals. So it's nothing that can't be fixed, but we just had a good honest chat about it.
And today, as an event, obviously it was a test event with loads of fans here. How pleasing was that to see them all?
Yeah, it was great, and I just wish we'd give them more to be pleased about. I mean, as you said, there were some moments that were quite exciting, but we've got to be ready for a season now. So it's great to have the fans back, but we've got to be thinking more than that. They're back now. So it was great for them to come in, but we've got to be thinking how we look in terms of being prepared for the season and getting those fundamentals right, so that we're really, really hard to beat, which we was last season for those last 21 games, or for most of those 21 games.
And Henry Lawrence was in for his first Don's start today. How did you think he did?
Yeah, I thought he started nervously, and you could see, and this is, again, I've just been chatting to some of the senior lads about some of the younger lads. They're talented players, but it's their first foray into men's football, so they need a little bit of time, but that will come, and I think he grew. You saw that he started to grow into the game second half, so I've got no worries about that. They will learn quickly. They get the support they need, and that'll be the same with so there's a certain amount of patience that's going to be needed with them, but at the same time they have to get the fundamentals right off the ball.
And in terms of the experienced lads as well, they're used to playing in front of crowds. That's a new thing for these young lads, isn't it?
Yeah, it is for some of them, and as I said, but with the talent they've got, it should be something that excites them. But as I said, we need as a collective to make sure we're really strong, and we can't give away cheap goals like we did today, and like we've done throughout pre-season. So it's a bit of a wake-up call for us.